Merry Christmas, my Pokemon trainer friends and family all over the world, and welcome back to another Pokemon adventure. Now, I know Christmas was yesterday, but I did have this video pre-prepared. All I had to do was do my commentary on it, my voiceover, and I didn't want to upload a video yesterday just because it was Christmas time and I was going to be very busy during Christmas. So I am going to still upload this today because we are going to go into Go Battle League with one of the spiciest teams that you probably will ever see. And I do not recommend you guys using this team. It is, not very great. I'm doing it because I like to run in with spicy teams, and I also want to entertain you guys. I want to make some entertaining content, and I like to have fun. So yeah, we are going to use the new Christmas costume Pokemon like Golduck and Raichu. Now with Golduck, I'm going to go with that moveset because I wanted a water type move. I didn't want to just go in there with confusion. The only thing is Water Gun sucks. Water Gun is not a good fast move. It doesn't do as much damage as Dragon Breath, and it charges up very slowly. So Water Gun is it's not a good move. It needs a buff, in my opinion. So I'm going to go in there with the Raichu, with the Christmas costume Raichu. And look at all the Stardust I am using, guys. I powered up the Golduck. I'm powering up the Raichu. Now, here is where things are going to get a little dicey. I only have one fast TM, and we get the worst fast move that Raichu has access to. Spark used to be pretty decent, but they nerfed it because of Lantern. And Raichu needed at least Volt Switch or Thunder Shock. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to evolve my second costume Pikachu. I think this was the female costume Pikachu that I had. And we're going to go with this Raichu. And this one did have Thunder Shock, so phew, we're pretty good. The only thing is now, what charge moves are we going to get? I only have one charge TM, and I want to save it for, I don't know, some better Pokemon, to be honest. And yeah, so this is all right, Thunder Shock, Cross Chop, and the Thunder Punch. I would have preferred Wild Charge, but it is what it is. And here's the costume Glaceon. I absolutely love this costume Glaceon. I loved it so much when it first came out that I bought the plushie, and I did open the plushie on this channel. So if you do want to watch that video, it is up on the channel. I think it might have been my first video or maybe my second unboxing video. But anyways, I'm not going to second move the Glaceon because it's not worth it. It is not worth second moving Glaceon for any league. But anyways, this is the team that we are going to jump into. And enough with the chit chat. Let's jump into these battles. So jumping into this first battle, we get a positive lead up against the Sandslash. And my opponent is lagging. And to be honest, we needed that. We needed the lag because this team is terrible. So we're going to go for this Cross Chop, and they shield that up. And we get to the second Cross Chop. I don't think we see CMP tied there, though. I think they just got to their Body Slam before us. So yeah, we didn't get the CMP. So I am going to shield because my team is very glassy. This team has 0 bulk in it. And I think even with like 5 shields, this team would perform terribly. So yeah, I got to let it go down. I bring in the Raichu because we do have Brick Break. Raichu's pretty fast too. Or not fast, it has a pretty high attack stat. Sorry guys, I've been playing Scarlet and Violet a lot. And yeah, I've been messing with the Pokemon with the speed and all that, trying to, make my Pokemon faster to get the moves, I also got a shiny Venomoth. If you guys haven't seen my short, it was a full odds shiny Venomoth. I didn't have the shiny charm, and I also did not have a sandwich. It was just a full odds. It was just chilling right there, right when I got to Area 0. I do have that up on the channel as well. It's in the shorts tab. But anyways, my opponent here goes for the Flame Charge. We shielded up, and I was trying to Thunder Shock it down, but unfortunately, they're going to hit us with that bang, and it's a fly. Come on, bro. Come on. And they take us out. GG's, my friend. Well played. And jumping into this next battle, we catch a very negative lead up against the Dragonair, and they are going to resist the water gun damage like crazy. And like I said, water gun is just such a terrible move. It needs a buff. I did make a video a while back about moves in Pokemon Go that needed to either be buffed or nerfed, and water gun is definitely on the list of moves that need to be buffed. It doesn't do as much damage as Dragon Breath for one, right? It charges up very slow. It is a one-turn move, so I do feel like if it just did a little bit more damage, it would help out a lot of Pokemon. I know Lantern has access to Water Gun, but I think if it did more damage, it would be a much better fast move, is what I'm trying to say. And I don't think it would break Lantern either way if it just did more damage. I just think it would be a preferred fast move on Lantern if Water Gun did just a little bit more damage. Maybe if it did the same damage as Dragon Breath, or maybe just, I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section. I know Water Gun does need a buff though. Like, that's 100% for sure. It's not a very good fast move. But anyways, my opponent does bring in a Gligar, and this is not looking good. I mean, this entire team is not looking good, guys. This is a meme team. Do not go into Go Battle League using this team. They are squishy, all right? I'm just going to let this go. Bang, they hit us with the dig, and we go down for the count. GG's, my friend. Well played. And jumping into this next battle, we catch a Nightmare lead with a Charjabug. So I just swap out. They swap out into their Lantern, and this is just no bueno for Chuck. This is not looking good. So I am just going to go for these icy wins. Glaceon needs a lot of help too. Like, Ice Shard is not cutting it for Glaceon. I don't really know what kind of moves Glaceon would need to help it in terms of battling. I think for sure Weather Ball Water might be a good move. Like, there's a lot of the evolutions that have access to Weather Ball. I think all of them might actually have access to Weather Ball, but only a few of them would actually benefit with having Weather Ball. Like Flareon with Weather Ball Fire would be a nice, it would definitely help it out. I think Weather Ball Water would help Glaceon a little bit, but I think what holds it back, besides its stats, right? Because it's the stat product that holds Glaceon and Flareon back from being like good in battling and PvP and in general. I think it's their stats, but to help them out for sure, we can give them, if Niantic gives them certain moves, it'll help them out. So Glaceon with maybe Weather Ball Water, and they have shown that they're trying to help these evolutions out because they gave Glaceon Water Pulse. So, Water Pulse just sucks. I think maybe if they gave it Weather Ball Water, that might help it out. That might help out Glaceon. But I also think it's the fast move. I think the fast move on Glaceon is not that great. But they take us out. GG's, my friend. Well played. And jumping into this next battle, we catch a Medicham on the lead. And yet again, this is not looking good. This is no bueno for Chuck. They're going to get off a charge move. And I was like, I think this is going to be an Ice Punch. And it is. So I did not have to shield that up. Now I'm just going to go straight for the Synchronoise. Hit them with that bang, but they shielded up. And yeah, like I said, Water Gun needs a buff. Look at this. If it did a little bit more damage, it would probably put fast pressure damage. That fast pressure, it would put more pressure on the opponent to either swap out or, But anyways, we're going to hit him with that Thunder Punch. Take out the Medicham. They bring in a Carbink, and this is no bueno. This is terrible. This is because Glaceon does not want to go up against that thing at all. We're going to get rock thrown into bits. So I have to stay in here with the Raichu, and I'm like, if only I had Wild Charge, we would have done a lot more damage, but we're just going to go for back-to-back, Thunder Punch spam. I kind of wish it had Volt Switch as well, because Volt Switch, it does a lot of damage, and it charges up pretty good. Like that's a pretty good fast move to have Volt Switch. But yeah, I have to shield up, and this is just Glaceon is a glass. It's made out of ice cubes. Bang, they hit us. They swap out into a Sableye, and they could have just stayed in. I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to flex the Sableye in the back, and we just hit them with the Icy Wind, and they Shadow Claws down. GG's, my friend. Well played. And jumping into this next battle, we catch another nightmare lead. And, you know, that's the algorithm special for you. That's the algorithm. The algorithm doesn't exist. Yeah, okay, bro. This is the algorithm special right here. I swap out into the Raichu, and they swap into a Tyrantrum? And yeah, they shield up, they go for the crunch, and I'm going to get to another Brick Break, and this does so much damage. Check this out. We charge up that Hadouken. Bang. That was a Brick Break. Brick Break doesn't do a lot of damage, bro. Like, Brick Break is kind of whack in Pokemon Go. It's not a very good charge move, but that's a Brick Break that came from Raichu onto a glassy Tyrantrum, so... we do Water Gun down, and then I knew they were going to bring the Ferrothorn in, so I had to bring in the Glaceon. It's the only answer I have, but they have Mirror Shot. Of course they have Mirror Shot. Of course they're going to have the Steel type move. Nobody runs Mirror Shot on their freaking Ferrothorn unless, you know, the algorithm wants them to have it, and then you'll get it. If your team is very weak to it, you'll get that. If your team is weak to Electric, you'll get a Ferrothorn with Thunder. But we still have the Golduck in the back. I'm going to get off this Cross Chop. Bang, we take them out, but they do have that Galvantula. 1-volt switch is enough to take us out. GG's, my friend. Well played. Well played indeed. And shout out to all the trainers that I did go up against in Go Battle League, and we did not get a single win, which I'm not surprised, but I would appreciate a like because I did dump a lot of resources in it. But that is going to do it for this video, guys. Please give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one in the battlefield or in the ring. Ding, ding. Peace out, my fellow Pokemon trainers.